Have you ever wondered how Nike became one of the most powerful brands on the planet? We see their swoosh everywhere, on the feet of world-class athletes and on the streets of every major city. It feels like they have this massive, unstoppable machine churning out millions of shoes every single day. But what if I told you the secret to Nike's dominance isn't to what they build, but what they don't? The phrase, "Nike doesn't need factories," unlocks the core of their genius business model, and it's a strategy that has completely redefined modern commerce. Let's rewind a bit. When you think of a huge company like Nike, you probably picture enormous company-owned factories with thousands of employees, assembly lines running 24/7, all meticulously managed by Nike itself. It's a logical assumption. If you sell a physical product, you must have to make it, right? Well, that's where Nike flipped the script. Back in the early days, founders Phil Knight and Bill Bowerman realized something profound. Their true passion and talent weren't in manufacturing logistics, but in designing innovative athletic footwear. They were obsessed with creating a better running shoe, one that could give athletes a competitive edge. So, they made a pivotal decision. Instead of pouring millions of dollars into buying land, building factories, and managing a massive manufacturing workforce, they decided to outsource it. They chose to let other companies handle the production. This is the heart of their asset-light model. Today, nearly all of Nike's products are made by independent contract manufacturers, primarily in countries like Vietnam, China, and Indonesia. Nike provides the designs, the specifications, the quality control standards, but they don't own the buildings or the machinery. This decision was nothing short of revolutionary. Think about the advantages. First, it dramatically reduces financial risk and capital expenditure. Building and maintaining a global network of factories is incredibly expensive. There's the cost of construction, equipment, maintenance, and navigating complex labor laws in different countries. By outsourcing, Nike sidesteps all of this. They can operate with incredible flexibility. If consumer demand suddenly skyrockets for a particular shoe, they can simply increase their orders with multiple factories. If a new trade policy makes manufacturing in one country more expensive, they can shift production to another. They are agile, able to pivot and scale in ways a traditional factory-owning company simply cannot. This agility is a massive competitive advantage in the fast-paced world of fashion and sportswear. So, if Nike isn't spending its time and money making shoes, what exactly are they doing? This is where the real magic happens. They pour all of those saved resources into what they do best, building a brand. Nike isn't just selling shoes, they're selling an idea, a feeling, an identity. They are masters of storytelling and marketing. Their budget for what they call demand creation expense is astronomical, dwarfing what many companies spend on their entire operations. This demand creation isn't just about flashy TV commercials. It's a sophisticated, multi-layered strategy. It starts with relentless innovation in design. The Nike headquarters in Beaverton, Oregon is like a futuristic laboratory for athletic performance. They have teams of designers, engineers, and sports scientists who are constantly pushing the boundaries of what's possible, creating technologies like Air Max, Flyknit, and Dri-FIT. They create the desire for the product before it even hits the production line. Then comes the marketing engine, and at its core are the athlete endorsements. Nike didn't invent this concept, but they perfected it. They don't just sponsor athletes, they form deep, narrative-driven partnerships. They identify athletes who not only dominate their sport, but also have a compelling story and a powerful personality. And the prime example, of course, is Michael Jordan. The partnership with a rookie Michael Jordan in 1984 was a gamble that paid off in a way no one could have imagined. They didn't just give him a shoe, they built a brand around him. The Air Jordan line became a cultural phenomenon that transcended basketball. It was about excellence, defying gravity, and being the best. The Jumpman logo is now as recognizable as the Nike swoosh itself. the Jordan brand operates almost as a subsidiary of its own, generating billions in revenue each year. This model has been replicated time and time again with athletes like Tiger Woods, Serena Williams, LeBron James, and Cristiano Ronaldo. These athletes become living embodiments of the Nike ethos, just do it. This slogan, just do it, is arguably one of the most effective marketing campaigns in history. It's simple, powerful, and universally applicable. It's not just about winning a championship. It's about starting that run you've been putting off, pushing through that last set at the gym, or even finding the courage to pursue a personal goal. It connects the brand to the consumer's personal journey of self-improvement and determination. Nike sells aspiration. When you buy a pair of their shoes, you're not just buying a piece of that aspirational identity. You're aligning yourself with greatness. Beyond athletes, Nike has masterfully woven itself into the fabric of culture. They collaborate with high-fashion designers like Virgil Abloh's Off-White, musicians like Travis Scott, and cultural movements, creating limited edition drops that generate insane hype. This creates scarcity and exclusivity, turning sneakers into collectible assets. The sneakerhead culture, with people lining up for hours and paying huge sums on the resale market, was largely fueled by Nike's strategic marketing. They understood that culture is the new currency, and they positioned themselves right at its center. However, this model hasn't been without its controversies. In the 1990s, Nike faced major criticism over labor practices in its overseas contract factories, with reports of low wages and poor working conditions. This sparked widespread protests and boycotts, threatening the very brand image they had so carefully built. To their credit, instead of just denying the problem, Nike eventually took significant steps to address it. They became one of the first companies to publish a complete list of their contract factories and implemented more rigorous labor and environmental standards. They invested heavily in transparency and corporate social responsibility, turning a potential brand-destroying crisis into an opportunity to lead on ethical sourcing. It was a hard-learned lesson. When your brand is your most valuable asset, you have to protect it at all costs, and that includes the entire supply chain. So, what's the ultimate lesson from Nike's business model? It's that in the 21st century, influence can be more powerful than infrastructure. You don't necessarily need to own the means of production to build a global empire. The real value is created in the intangible: the design, the story, the brand, and the emotional connection with the customer. Nike's founders understood that their core competency wasn't manufacturing. It was understanding athletes and inspiring people. They built a system, not just a product, a system of outsourced manufacturing that provides flexibility and scale, a system of marketing that creates deep emotional bonds, a system of cultural relevance that keeps the brand fresh and desirable. Smart entrepreneurs and business leaders can learn from this. It's about asking yourself, what is the one thing you do better than anyone else? Focus your energy and resources there. Outsource the rest. Build a brand that people want to be a part of, a story they want to tell themselves. The next time you see that iconic swoosh, remember the powerful strategy behind it. It's a symbol not of a company that makes shoes, but of a company that moves culture. They prove that you can build one of the world's most valuable companies without owning a single factory. And that is the genius of Nike. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this deep dive, make sure to like and subscribe for more brand stories. We'll see you in the next one.